Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, welcome, welcome. Moonshine's Tarot, welcome. These are collective messages for everybody. So they are not personal for anybody, okay? Take what resonates, always leave the rest. If you're looking for a personal reading, WhïtneyMoonshine@gmail.com, and that is in the description box below. And the About section, we'll have that as well. Okay, so we're going to decode some spiritual messages today, which I've had a lot of warnings today with readings for people. So just be aware that that's the energy that is being invoked at the moment. And I cannot control that. Yeah. All right. Let's do the dice. Holy moly. Okay. Let's redo that. Okay. Cancer, 5th house, Pluto. Okay. Whoa. What is happening? Oh, I haven't even shuffled this yet. 8 of Cups. Leo in reverse, 5th house. Okay, so somebody has been taking pleasure in doing something to you. Yes, this Queen of Swords in reverse. And a King of Swords in reverse with the High Priestess. That is not good. That's somebody playing with fate a little bit to make somebody leave. 8 of Cups. 2 of Wands, like, should we do this with Cancer energy? Should we make this person go? This is somebody that has bullied you and lied about you until you left a situation. And they took your strength with that, which is what's the whole fucked up part of it, Pluto energy. How did they do that? They just decided to do that. Maybe they're saying that you're vicious, that you're going to hurt people, you're delusional. That's some fighting words, man. That is some fighting words. Page of Wands from a Page of Wands. I'm looking at this High Priestess. Like, did they lie to a psychic? Did they lie to a witch? Did they lie to somebody? Who's this High Priestess? Why did they suddenly show up with 2 liars? Like, a psychic should know if somebody's lying, because something's not going to come out right. If you're a good psychic, you know when people are full of shit. What's this 2 of Wands? Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Ace of Cups was on the bottom of the deck. They wanted me to take it. It was upright. I said, I haven't even shuffled this yet. Forcing energy to come out right away for me to read it. Like, this is wrong. Something is wrong here. Like, they're trying to bully me in my own tarot reading, in my space. Like, And then what? If I ask you to leave, are you going to say that I'm bullying you? Right? So narcissistic. Them pushing their way into something, and then you ask them to leave, and they say they're being aggressive, or you're being aggressive for asking them to leave when they're not even supposed to be there to begin with. That's dicey. 6 of Wands. They got away with it. They got appraisal from people. Judgment in reverse. Knight of Pentacles. This was slow, but somebody slowly did something purely for entertainment with you. Like talking about you when you're not even there, getting people to listen to you when they don't even know you, trying to get this crowd against you even though you've never even met them. That seems a little bit like a dicey Page of Wands would do. She looks a little shameful in what she's done. This has been long in the making, like trying to treat you like there should be something that people should fear about you. And that's judgment onto them. That's not your judgment. You didn't do anything to them. Therefore, judgment in reverse, fuck them. They get the judgment. This is not going to go the way that they want it. Even if they got some weird high priestess to dive into their lies and do something to you, it got shut down. It took a while to figure out, but somebody caught on that you've been called this. Like, I feel like what they're saying about you is that you're wounded and you're going to act out and you're going to hurt people because you're wounded. And the thing is you actually want the help, and you know you're wounded and there's nothing you can do about it. And you know that somebody can help you. Once you got that help, do you think you're going to bite that person's fucking woolly chat? Do you think this person, you know, like if the lion bit them, helping them, do you think they would continue to help it? No. But you didn't do anything. You didn't bite anybody. You didn't, you know, mess with anybody. These people, these liars, these Queen and King of Swords in reverse, they're the ones that are trying to pull a fast one on people because they don't want you around. 8 of Cups. They want you to leave something. They don't, like, I don't know if this was a family, like where you'd actually be drinking from a cup. You know, like, I mean, we are coming up to Thanksgiving, so maybe this is people's delusional minds to keep you away from Thanksgiving dinner, right? They want you to leave, or they're going to, if you get the invite to come, then they're going to do something to you in the middle of the dinner and they're going to make you leave. Like, they're going to try to fuck with you. And then they're going to be talking shit behind your back, acting like they know everything, and they're lying. They're just there to start a fight. They're just there to spark something. So then you have to leave. And it's always going to be followed by, don't tell this, don't repeat this to them. They're going to get psycho and go crazy and rip this place apart. I just want them to leave, you know, but secretly and quietly, don't tell anybody. I just want them to leave. Like, this is some shit. 'Cause like, this is the whole gathering turning on you. And then you leave because you're getting massively attacked. And then they walk around like, see, I did that. I made them leave, blah, blah, blah. They were dampening this vibe and I didn't want them to be here anymore. And it's like, okay, that's what you do in your spare time. That's pretty sad. Yeah, they had a decision to make. As I'm looking at this 2 of Wands, right? And the 2 of Wands is always about a decision that somebody makes, okay? But then look, I mean, the Page of Wands made their decision because they took the wand and moved forward with it, right? So they made their decision and they look shameful about it. They know they shouldn't be doing this and taking this away from you. You don't even know what's going on. Star in reverse. I swear, you don't even know what's going on. They're acting like they love everybody. They're trying to plant this seed that you don't do anything, that you're just out to hurt people because you're sad and you drink too much. Oh my God. They want you to just leave. Oh, wow. They're telling people you're going to get wasted. and then you're going to fuck around and go and tell your sob story to everybody and make people feel bad for you and sorry for you. So they just want you to go. Obviously, there was something that happened, and these people, this person doesn't want you to get any sympathy for it. They don't want you to get any love. They don't want anybody to be on your side. They want everybody on their side. 6 of Wands. Hierophant in reverse. So they're going to teach these people lies about you. And they're going to teach them how they do things. I'm going to teach you how I do things. And I don't let people around here mess with me. And it's like, you haven't even done anything. You're not going to let you mess with them. They're not even speaking to you. You haven't even said a single fucking word. They're not going to let you mess with them. You just showed up. You're not doing anything. See, delusion. They're going to act like a victim already. And you haven't even fucking spoke yet. And they're playing victim. Wow. And this person might dress really slutty. The chesticles, okay? They always have to show their chest. So then they get people concentrated on their chest. Not with what they're saying, with their chest. They use their boobs, okay? To get people to talk to them, to look at them. It's the same wand. They use the same tactic every time with people. Okay, I think this time it might not work. This time, they might be dealing with somebody that actually shuts them down for once. And maybe makes them leave. I don't know. Magician in reverse, Chariot in reverse. There's that Chariot energy. I don't really think that, like, if this is something that this person has done numerous times, multiple dinners, I don't feel like they're going to get as many people against you this time around as they have in the past. Okay, because their tactics, it's like they're going to go for the lady of the house. They're going to try to get the lady of the house to kick you out. And quickly, abruptly. And I don't think they do it. I think for once they see that this is how they play you. They're just looking for ways to get you gone. And I feel like this is going to attack them for once. It's going to get thrown back in their face, and they're going to end up at the bar all by themselves, all alone, and the family's going to be at home, and you're still going to be there, and they're going to be asked to leave, or they're going to leave in a panic or an anxiety attack. They're going to say they're having an anxiety attack. Really, it's no one believes me, so now I'm going to act like I'm having an anxiety attack, so then people will follow me, and nobody follows them. Okay? Usually what happens when families are done with narcissists and they realize that this person has been doing this for multiple years just to get a crowd around them and to bully you. And if you haven't been around them, what do they have to say? They have absolutely nothing to say anymore about you. That's the thing. I feel like these people now, their stories are running dry. And considering I don't really feel like a whole lot of people know you anymore, you've probably been in isolation for a while. So whatever it is they are saying about you, if anything, they're just going to make you popular. They're going to make people want to look at you, okay, and look you up because they can't stop talking about you. And it's not like they're talking about you. They're just flat out lying about you. So whatever it is you're putting up, you know, they're going to twist that story 9 times out of 10. They're never going to tell what it is that's actually going on with you to people. It's not serious to them. Your life isn't serious to them. Your life is something that they can manipulate. And so they have. Okay. And now I feel like, I mean, what goes around comes around. If they want to sit there and try to manipulate everybody so then they turn on collective, what do you think is going to happen to them? I feel like these people that are even talking to them or associating with them are really only doing it because it's family, because they have to. Right? Like, and then so it's so obvious when they start to attack you, because not only do these people really not really want to do this, or they really are excited. They don't want the Debbie Downer that's sitting there talking about everybody, especially talking about you, being even more of a Debbie Downer than what the party even is. Right? So it's like some people I feel like in this family are going to smarten up. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. They're going to plant a new seed with you. Okay, and maybe this person is going to get kicked out for fucking around one last time because they were told to stop. right? That this is finally the year that you could be there, and they have to just stop what they're saying. They've gotten their way every single year for the past however long. This isn't going to go their way this time. They're not going to get you kicked out, and yet they try again. And that's why I'm like, watch them. Let them throw a temper tantrum. Don't do what they say for once, and let them blow up in front of everybody and start crying and get a red face. Let them pull their temper tantrum in front of people. Because people need to know what these people hide when they call themselves so-called perfect and they're bashing your life. People need to see that they're just as fucked up and screwed up as everybody else that they're talking about. They are not perfect, even though they claim that they are. Okay, and they need to keep their mouths shut about people for once, because nobody wants to hear it anymore. It's almost like we're getting into a world now where nobody wants to hear about their negativity. Nobody wants to hear about their hateness for you and what they think you're doing. They want to talk about something nice and bright, and, they want to talk about good gossip. They want to, it's not hatred about you anymore. You are not the main focus of everybody. So why are they still entertained by you? That's where you really have to say, like, how fucked up is this person? Because it's been years and they're still talking about the same thing over and over and over again. And it doesn't really make sense anymore, considering you haven't been around and you haven't, done anything to match this person's vibe for you and what they say. Okay, so shit's gonna change. All right, stand up for yourself. Let people lose it and push their buttons as they're trying to ask you to leave, so then other people see what they're capable of doing. Record them as they're, talking shit to you in the hallway that nobody ever hears, and then go play it for the family. Hey, by the way, this is how my father speaks to me when you people aren't here. Like, why do you think we have phones with recorders? Like, start using them. Okay, like, people, there's the world. Like, this has to end. Somebody's fake ass fucking family member that keeps talking shit behind your back, not anybody else's, just specifically your back, has to be stopped. Because now you're being ostracized for flat out lies. And you're losing your time with your family because of one person having a problem with you. Does that sound legitimately favorable in your life when this is your mission with your family members as well, right? Like, just to appease one person because they don't like you. And then it's like, when you ask them, well, what is it that you don't like about me? And most likely they won't even give you an answer. They're going to tell you that they love you and that it's not like that and blah, blah, blah. I mean, all people do is just fucking lie to your face. So just get used to it, because nobody actually really wants to tell you the truth, because then the truth is too much. It's too much for me to tell the truth, because then I'm going to get caught for everything. So, I mean, that's why generally it's like, I don't even like really talking to anybody, because they're so full of shit that I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need that. And most likely you don't really fucking need it either. Okay, so whoever this person is, blah, blah, blah. This is the Thanksgiving. They get shut the fuck down. And you guys have Thanksgiving tomorrow. Well, it's Black Friday tomorrow, which means Thanksgiving, right? Or is it another day? I don't know. Whatever day your Thanksgiving is the day, which, I mean, whatever day you have your dinner. Fucking let Aunt Carol start beaking and fucking squawking about you, and see where it gets her this year. Fucking bitches. Honestly, it's so sad. People just talking shit about you. And like, you're all like, I can see somebody all hyped up to go to family dinner. Like, yeah, I've had such a good year. You probably haven't been, even drinking that much, or even if you have, fuck it, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then there's Aunt Carol just waiting to rip you a new asshole because she doesn't like you. It's just like, oh, let me guess. You still haven't gotten laid for like the 76th fucking year, bitch. So you're going to come at my ass right now because you're angry. And that's the thing, is like, so many people will point stuff at you because they're angry. It has nothing to do with you. It's just because they're mad at God knows what. Holy fuck. Seems like everything you get fucking mad at these days, people. Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening. I'm Whïtney MøøN. This is Moonshine Tarot. These are collective readings. So take them if they resonate. People send in their telepathic questions, and I answer them. Something's happening right now. I don't know what. I'm getting a download. Hold on. What is this? Oh my gosh. Okay. I had to just make sure this says yes. I had to just make sure something was actually happening that's going on in my head right now. So somebody's grandmother is here. And I haven't done medium work like this with dead people. I don't usually do it, live on YouTube. I usually just do the tarot cards, but somebody's grandma is here. Okay. So someone's got a grandma that's stepping up, and apparently you guys used to walk to the store together. Whoever's grandmother used to take them to the store, because that's a very significant thing, to walk to the store. Not many grandparents did that. Like, my grandparents never walked me to the store, from what I can remember. I can remember walking to the store on my own with like my sister, and I was like 3 years old. I don't remember anybody ever walking me to the store. So this is whose like grandmother is very protective of them. That's why they walked to the store with you. They weren't going to just let you walk by yourself. They were like, are you crazy? Even if it was the 80s, even the 70s or 60s. They are coming through right now. And I don't know why. Like great grandmothers. Oh, maybe it's somebody's great grandmother. They don't usually come through. Maybe they must have died when you were a kid. Okay, Grandma, what are you saying? There's God. I'm telling you, they're up with God. They're so good. This grandma is a saint. Okay, like I'm getting goosebumps. Look she's coming right to me. And there's the brainstorm. Okay, so obviously somebody's having a brainstorm problem. So Grandma is coming down to help. She might have did your homework with you and stuff and helped you do puzzles. And yeah, there's idiot. So then you wouldn't become an idiot. Maybe she called you an idiot all the time and didn't actually want you to be an idiot. So then she started teaching you all the time. She knows you're having a problem with something. Maybe you're acting like an idiot right now because you know the solution, but you're wrapping yourself in this storm. And she doesn't know why, because she says you can see quite clearly through this. So why? And their direction, she's trying to tell you something and you can hear her. There's money. I don't know if it involves money in some way. Like maybe you want to invest in something, or maybe you want to travel. There's sickness. Maybe you want to put your money into something. Maybe you're sick, or I don't know. Maybe you want to find a cure for yourself. Maybe you want to invest in money in a cure for something. What is this sickness? What is this sickness? Okay. So now this is the analogy, okay? Take it how it resonates. We have two sides on the bottom of the deck. Thank you for liking the video, by the way. That's great. Okay, we have two sides on the bottom of the deck. And I believe you are on the wrong side right now. So it seems like somebody's got something going on and there is no end to it. Okay, there is no end to it. It's an ongoing sickness. It's an ongoing something, and that's why somebody's having a hard time with it. Okay, because it doesn't seem to go away. And then the 4-leaf clover in reverse. Okay, and then the spirit, you do have a spirit beside you, and it's probably your grandmother. Okay, this is collective, this is spirit. Okay, and I don't think you're listening to them. I think they're trying really, really hard to talk to you. And you're not listening to them. You're creating this storm in your head, and that storm is stopping you from your telepathic abilities. Okay, so you need to find your way out of this. And money is not, honestly, I chose my freedom over money a long time ago, and it's something that I've been rewarded with multiple times, but it has been a bitch. Okay, and I wouldn't suggest the fight of money for anybody, but if you are trying to get out of the 9-to-5, you can do it. Okay, and it might be a sickness, like you might have to work so it that you barely sleep, but guess what? All that hard work and all that dedication is going to pay off. And if you have to say fuck money for a second, maybe hopefully you have savings, hopefully you have something to fall back on. There's always jobs. There's always somebody that will hire you if you're that desperate and the universe knows you fucked up. Okay, because there's some moves that we make that we're really we're supposed to make them. They don't work out necessarily the way that we think they're going to. So then the universe kind of gives us this backup plan. Okay. Whoa, I just knocked over the cards. This what you would call that a tightrope with a net. Okay. With a circus net. Oh my gosh, look at the net is right there. Okay, there's the net. That's my sister's sleeping spider. She sleeps so much. Anyways, so it's almost like there's something that's going to catch you. Okay, so that's why whatever this brainstorm is, somebody's got to find their way to the other side of it. Okay, because there's cemetery gates, and I think someone's pretty close to death if they don't figure this out. Okay, and whatever death is, it's just a transformation. If you don't do this now, you might not ever be able to get to do it. This might be your scapegoat. Which surprisingly, I don't really want to use that word in good terms, but I feel like it is in good terms. Okay, there's bouncer and fuel with hearth and home. Okay, so obviously, I don't know if you want to kick somebody out of your house and you don't want to do it because you're being Mr. Nice Guy or something like that. You might want to kick them out. Okay, or maybe they're using up a room or something that now you want to use for yourself and you feel like you're going to be selfish and you're just you know what, you just give them 60 days until they find somewhere else. Okay, plain and simple, right? People need to give your space back. They need to respect you. They have to respect your wishes. And there's fought tooth and nail is the one that fell on the ground. And I almost feel like spirit didn't want me to grab it. Something didn't want me to grab it to show that okay, by the way, you're going to have to fight really hard for this. Because some people, once they hear they have to fight hard for it, they don't want it. Because it's too hard. They want life to be easy. They already have to go to work. They already have to make money. They already pay their bills and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so why do they want one more thing? But it's one more thing. What do you mean? Clearly somebody wants to do this so that I either have to fight tooth and nail is what somebody's having a hard time with. What's wrong with hard work? I mean, I don't understand. I just played a full game of Yahtzee with a very good friend for an hour. I think we were at that for an hour and a half or maybe like that. I just set it aside for my day and I feel great. Okay, to set aside some time to focus on yourself. I can't work at this all the time. And because for the most part I am home, all I want to do is readings. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is work. Okay. And I have to stop myself from working that hard that I just start tattooing myself because I was getting so obsessed with it. And now I'm just doing something so different with it because I'm man, you can do so many different avenues and you can do so many different things. And sometimes when you focus on one thing and one thing only, you lose track of other things. So you have to spread that out, right? You can't do something all the time. That's why it's if you're not ready for it to be your main hustle, then don't let it be yet. Work on it. right? Because you've got some loved one with you all the time. And I feel like they know that your house is being abused by somebody or possibly taken up by somebody, or maybe you feel like you're going to lose your house to somebody. You've got a safety net. So I would say no. I would say you're pretty safe. And again, if you listened when you asked these questions to the universe, you might actually get your answer and you know, believe it. Because if they want to answer you, if you ask something in the universe and the universe really wants to answer you, they will. But there'll be signs to your question, right? And you have to be willing to see the signs. You have to open up, like if you ask the universe a question and just sit in your room and stare at the wall, okay, you might not get your answer. You might have to like go for a walk to the store. Like, grandmother, oh my God, you see? You might have to walk to the store and get your answer along the way. Like, you might ask the question and then ask the question when you're outside and be like, ask it as a yes and ask it as a no and see if you get an affirmation. Like, if it's yes, bitch, you will hear something. You'll hear a dog bark. You will hear a car horn. You'll hear an alarm. You'll hear somebody slam the door really loud or laugh. That's your affirmation to the answer to your question. That's what an affirmation is. Okay, is usually, or what, that's a sign. Affirmation, sign, okay, confirmation, whatever you want to call it. That's when I say that. When I say, oh, I got an affirmation, oh, confirmation, it's because I've said something and then the outside world somewhere has made a noise, like a ding, you know, to let me know that I'm on track. That's how spirit communicates with you. It's very easy. But if you're not really in your body and you're floating around somewhere else and you're asking all these questions, hoping to get answers, if you're not really there, then the universe can't really be there. For them to give you an answer means you have to ask on your divine timing. And if you do, you get that affirmation. So you have to follow your heart and know how to communicate properly. So then somebody gets out of this. Because whoever is trying to communicate, you're not doing it right, is basically what the universe wants to say. So it's almost like you might want to make a sound bowl, clear the energy, right? Open up some windows, allow, you know, some negative energy to go out of your house, and then, you know, stabilize yourself, ground yourself, and see what it is that you really want. And that kind of came through today with one of the readings, the Man in the Mirror reading. And I feel like that was the 13th moon. So we're doing the 13th moon now, Zodiac Tarot by me, Whïtney MøøN, on YouTube. I'll put it in the community section again. It is there, but I'll put it up again because I feel like this is along the lines of like a little bit kind of merging into that reading of somebody really having to like look at themselves in the mirror for a second to ask really what they want, not what everybody else wants, not, oh, you're going to get so obsessed with it that you're never going to want to put it down. Like, yes, you will put it down. And yes, you will want to sleep. And yes, you will eat. And even if you are a little obsessed with it, what is obsession other than something you really like and you're willing to work on? Like a healthy obsession can actually turn into love. Because that healthy obsession helps you learn how to appreciate it. Because if you lose it, it ain't never coming back. Right? So you have to have that healthy obsession has to turn into love if you really want to keep something. Right? Just like Dwight, he's like on The Office, he's explaining how to keep his girlfriend, and he describes his girlfriend as being a wild animal. And he's like, you have to, you know, feed it and care for it and love it. And he's like, and my wild animal needs a lot of loving. He's so funny when he describes Angela, because Angela is like a wild cat. Okay, she is like electric. Okay, she will beat up anybody with her words. Okay, that's all she needs. So some people, you know, whatever it is, right, go for it viciously. Okay, fight tooth and nail for it. I mean, I had to learn what rage really is for and why we have it. And oh my God, like, and why we have reflexes. Okay, my snake almost fell off the wall today. And oh my God, I sprung into action so quick that I thought I popped a hernia. I must have been sitting and I just got up so quick to catch her. And luckily she caught herself, but like I did kind of like, you know, I would have actually caught her. I wasn't there in time. But oh my God, you know, why we have reflexes and why we have rage. And if we use that to our advantage, the things that we can protect and the things that we can do in our life are like phenomenal. But you have to learn yourself and everything about yourself. And obviously somebody's grandmother, okay, wanted you to learn about yourself back then. And I don't know how, you know, obviously, again, I think you lost her early, so she wasn't able to keep teaching you about this brainstorm and how to alleviate the pressure from yourself and stop acting like you have to fight so hard for something. And even if you do, is that such a bad thing? Right? Like, I don't understand. Why is it a bad thing? Right? Like, I don't think it should take up all your time and energy and effort, but like, what would take up all your time, energy, and effort other than kids? What are they going to say? Don't put all your energy into your kids? I'd say, fuck you. Okay. So this is like, someone's got to let the money go, you know, just embrace it. Do what you got to do. Add that fuel to your fire. Because I'm pretty sure you've got this nice little safety net. Okay. That grandma keeps telling me about. And maybe that's a safety net with money. Maybe you think you're going to lose all your money or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's the house and home thing. Okay. And how you think you might not have a home or something. I don't know. Grandma seems to think that you're going to be just fine. And that you know how to navigate through this just fine. All right. Gaslight. It's like, don't gaslight yourself. Don't gaslight what's going on. Be serious with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And so many answers will come to you. These are not conspiracy theories. You've got the answers. And you've even got somebody helping you. Okay. Try to get through this. So, I mean, that was somebody's dead grandmother. Which, like I said, I don't think we have done that for a very long time. And that was my affirmation, yes. Because I was like, is there a dead grandmother speaking to me that used to walk her grandchild to the store all the time? And then I got yes. So I'm at beat 69. Oh, 30, 69. What time is that? All right. Like, damn, I'm tired. I've done so much work today. That's what I mean. When you're at home trying to do work, you will work all day, every day on it like an obsession until you get so tired that you just pass out. But it's such a good, hard work. Like, it really is. It makes you feel good to do something just for you. And that some douchebag doesn't have to pay you through a third person because apparently you can't control your own money. Not cool, people. Not cool. Okay, this is going to be the last reading because I am pooped. This is hurting. Okay, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Here we go. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what this Jaws is in reverse. And I heard, what is that little kid's name? Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone, where he goes, I'm not scared anymore. Okay. Somebody's not scared anymore. They were scared about something. And it's devil inflicted, so it's most likely bullshit. Okay, it's like somebody overthinking something, or somebody thinking that they're gonna have to like exercise their right to be in a cult or something to get near you. I don't know. Devil worshiping, maybe they think you worship the devil or something like that. And okay, so I feel like somebody is gonna talk to you about something. Okay, they might ask you to dinner, they might video chat you or something like that. Because now I'm getting that movie Sinister, where Ellison sits down with the professor from the university to talk about Bagul. Okay, so somebody might sit down with you to talk about something that has been scaring them for a while. Okay, and once they talk to you about it, they're really happy about it because it's going to change something. It's going to help them change. Like, they don't need this vice. They don't need this grip. They don't need this trap. Like, they feel like the devil is trapping them in some way. And I feel like you have the answer to that. Okay. And like, but you might have to, again, like, speak to them. Okay. Yes. Like, somebody's been trapped. And I think that came through a reading today too, being frozen in something. Okay. So somebody's been frozen in something because they didn't quite understand. You know, it's like you don't want to go into the water because you know that there's a shark there, but they didn't realize that they could just go to a lake. Okay. Stay 3 feet on shore, or, go when the shark gets caught. Like, I don't know, somebody felt like they were in danger with something. And then once they talk to you, I think they're going to feel a lot better. Yeah, look at that. Freddy Krueger on the bottom, dreams. Like, somebody's getting killed in their dreams or something. Shock. Obsession. See, we were just healthily talking about obsession. And now I feel like it's coming in unhealthily. Okay, so okay, I feel like somebody has a lot of like preconceived notions about you. And it might be shocking. But okay, so this might be somebody possibly knew that like you're dating or something like that, and like maybe they stopped talking to you or something because you said something weird, okay, and they thought you were a total creep or something like that. But then it's like, what are you talking about? Now it's like, maybe I think they misunderstood you. That's what I'm getting. Or there's something that you can help them with. That's the thing, is either there was some type of conversation or something that went very badly. Okay, and they got the wrong impression from you. And now they're like, I don't know, coming back around again to be like, did you really say that? You're going to be like, what? I don't know. Maybe they're mixing up a dream with reality. Like, who does that? I think that's a Friends episode where Phoebe's mad at Ross, and Ross is like, why are you mad at me? And she's like, I don't know. And she finds out that it was just she had a bad dream about him, and he did something in the dream that he didn't do anything in real life. Okay. It could be something like that. Or like something happened in their dreams and then they took it out on you. Like maybe they thought you were obsessed with them and you're like, what the fuck? No. I don't know. When they tell you about this, it might shock you. And, God bless this person for finally coming and saying something, because I feel like they're going to feel like an idiot after they talk to you, which is why you got to talk to people when strings get mixed up and lines get crossed and shit. Like, if you care about somebody, you want to talk to them. Like, you can't just hold something back that you think they said because somebody said that they said it. Like, what the fuck? People lie, like a lot. Okay. And just because maybe you want them to be the bad guy, they are not the bad guy in this. So don't peg them as the bad guy if they're not. That's rude. Okay, do you think Freddie wants Jason taking credit for his shit? No. And do you think if Jason showed up that Freddie would want to be involved? No. Okay, sorry. That sounded really loud. I was listening to really loud music today. And now I'm a little deaf, but I'm deaf every day, so... Anyways, I feel like somebody, fertility, like now they want it as opposed to before. Fate. See? Okay. So, yeah. Nosferatu in reverse, thank you. Ain't nobody obsessed with you. Okay? But... it's almost like maybe you're not used to getting attention, and maybe this person gave you attention. You're like, whoa, 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 stalker. And you're like, okay, that's just how I usually talk to people, but I'll see you later. Okay. They thought you were sick or something. And like, it's not funny because like, I mean, this person like thought you had rabies or like you were overly sexual. Okay. And like they're going to call you. Okay. Sounded like a fucking tool. I hope they tell you everything, honestly, because that's the best. If they come out honest with everything, that's going to be amazing, because you wouldn't believe what people say, and then you don't even get to hear anything. It's just their delusional head. And you're like, man, I wish somebody would just say something to me about what's going on in their head. Okay? Because again, if you're dealing with somebody very isolated and you're very like social, they might think like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like I usually have one text message a year. Okay. They might, someone's got to take an adjustment with you. And I think they felt like you wanted them and you were going to get obsessed with them and put a spell on them and all this shit. And like nothing of a sort, anything like that happened. Okay. So I think now that's why this person's going to call you up. Oh, I just got a whiff of my favorite candle. It smells so good. So I think this is going to be pretty sweet. If they can be honest and say, listen, by the way, super judged you. Didn't really mean, like maybe you're really sarcastic and you said something and they took you seriously, because that's what sarcasm can do. You got to be careful with sarcasm. Okay. It doesn't mesh well with everybody, because if they don't know you're normally sarcastic, then they don't know that you're being sarcastic and they think you're telling the truth. Okay. So I just heard, shock me, shock me, shock me. What is that from? Is that Reality Bites? Shock me, shock me, shock me. No. Anyways, I just heard that. So what do we got? Trickster in reverse. You see? You're not going to fuck with this person. And they really think that you are. Look at Mask in reverse. Like, I told you Jason was going to show up. See, Jason doesn't want any Freddy's games. Jason will show up on his own when he wants to. Okay? There is your affirmation. I am psychic, people, and I just proved it. If you're new around here, welcome to me, the magician / psychic / amazing person. This person's not going to trick you. Okay, I don't know why they're putting you through the ringer. Okay, so much. Again, I think they miscoded a decoding dream. Okay, and they did not get the right information or something like that. Anyways, something is definitely clearing up. Okay, 50-24. Wow. Okay. I'm going to leave it at that. Although I don't really feel as tired anymore, but I feel like energetically tired. So I'm going to go. That was 3 readings. So I hope that helps somebody out there. I hope somebody got a freaking answer anyways. Tell me in the comments if you did, if you don't want to tell me on here. Yeah, WhïtneyMoonshine@gmail.com for readings. And 13th Moon, Zodiac Tarot, streaming every day, Zodiac readings. And then, yeah, just on here every day, doing my thing. Come over and visit us on Instagram and TikTok if you want to. Okay, TikTok, you don't stop. And that's it. Peace out, everybody. All right, namaste. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're not around tomorrow. And if you are, I will see you in the PM. All right, peace out.